Yeah, I really like Hellion Banshee. It's one of those openings that I did back when it was kind of considered the best opening, and I really liked it. I always really liked it. And then Innovation came along, and I started kind of doing what he was doing. But every time I do Hellion Banshee, I realize how much I like it again. That game I definitely made...
You know, Hellion Banshee is one of those builds that deserves more respect.
It deserves more respect. It gets overlooked by the popular crowd.
But it's not an underdog. It's got a real fight in it.
It's got a real fight in it. Yeah, it's good. It's like... It's kind of a fun build because it has a lot of moving parts as a Terran that you have to keep in mind. You have to control your Hellions, your Banshees, you have to macro, you have to build a like Viking and micro that around. And there are a lot of decisions where to position your Hellions and your Banshees. Like, I feel like it's just a build that just needs the right champion, and it'll catch on like wildfire. Like, if Innovation started doing this build, it would become all the rage again. Better yet, Innovation doesn't start doing this build, and I get to have it for myself. Only in TvZ. I don't think it's a great build for TvP right now. Just because the counter to Hellions is the same as the counter to Banshees, and that is Stalkers. So, I like Hellion play in TvP, but I don't really like Banshee play.
Hellion Banshees build best reserve for the Zerg.
The other races are too
complex. Hi, my name is Frank Underwood. I'm a member of the United States Senate. Congress wasn't always this way. Came from Georgia. Sometimes all you need is a little flower and blossom, struggle and grow. Great big plant. That's what CG Sterling is right now, is a little flower. Struggling in storm. Blossom and grow.
You're really going with this one. Is that all the way? Is that all the way close? This command center? Can't really tell.
It's a little far up. You know, like the bottom left mineral looks far away.
I don't think it could go this way. I think it's in the right spot. Another thing I've liked is getting 2 Widow Mines instead of the 5th and 6th Hellion. But I think that is not really what I want to do if I'm going Banshee. As much as I like that idea, it doesn't coordinate very well with the Banshee. Yeah, this build order is fucking awesome. Feels so correct.
Modelings.
So he's definitely going all in here. Because I see even more and more lings in production. So I'm going to build yet another Banshee. Maybe I don't need to. I scouted it.
Banshees under contract.
So I've learned that I like a lot of static D when I play this map. Oof.
Sucks for them.
Now I'm just going to start moving around on the map. I'm going to try to induce him to make a mistake.
Base bottom right side.
Where?
Thought he did a drop right on that expansion.
I did two. I did one on an expo, one on the main.
What are your upgrades?
Bad. Really bad.
Why? I thought you got those engineering bases like pretty early.
Just because I didn't get my Vespine geysers on time. At my third, so I got 2-2 at a good timing. I just didn't get 3-3 at a good timing. So it's time for me to back away. Start doing just drops. As I mass up something that can deal with these ultras. So my 3-3 is just getting started now. This feels just like Wings of Liberty, except he can't go Infestor Broodlord. Or at least it's not nearly as good. Oh, this has been such a fun game so far. I seriously feel like I don't care if I win or lose. Which is good, because those are broodlords. This is a sick game.
Yeah.
I love games like this. Like, no one thing has decided this game. Just who plays better. And in this case, it was me. Or maybe it was him. There's a lot of infestors, kind of hard to beat. So just because this base is most likely going to be temporary, yeah, I'll lift these. I'm not going to lift this thing closer, because if it's going to die soon, I just want to mine as much as possible as I can out of it, and then lift off, fly away. But my real problem remains as all these infestors. this Ultra Cavern will be a pretty big hit. I might be just too far behind to actually have chances, but if I do still have chances, it's pretty good to kill that Ultra Cavern. GG. I just never had a good answer to those infestors. I think ghosts would have been a good thing to add in. And I kept thinking that all game, but it always felt too late to actually confront the infestors. But that was a sick game. That just reminded me of Wings of Liberty. Incredibly fun to play. Like, tons of battles. Ravens would have been pretty good too. Ravens are they're pretty horrible against Ultralisks. They're really good against Broodlords, but I honestly don't know how good Broodlords are anymore.